Hi everybody, welcome once again to our Low on Health Daily Rambling. Not really daily anymore, but when I get to them. This is once again where I just go over what I've been doing the last past day or so. Recently, I've been playing a lot of Modern Warfare 2, as I mentioned before the new map pack came out, and basically there was double experience. And the other day, of course, the double experience has now, of course, been nixed. No big deal there. Still got my cage matches. Or do I? Apparently today, while playing Modern Warfare 2, they took away the third-party cage match, which I know this isn't a big deal to a lot of people. Basically, it was just one-on-one matches that a lot of people were using to basically boost, to gain experience while fighting or going against other friends, just on one-on-one and kind of just getting away some of the challenges and getting some experience and just kind of boosting your way through it, which isn't that good of a thing to do, but for some people we kind of enjoy just doing that. But apparently today that was removed from the playlist on the pretext of nobody really plays it anymore, it's just for the boosters. But for me, unfortunately, that's almost like 50% of the game right there for Modern Warfare 2. I kind of play differently than most people. I'm trying to get, from point A to point B. I'm trying to get my person max leveled out and max prestiged. And the quickest and easiest way to do that would be through the boosting of the third-party cage matches, in which doing them in third-party cage match means one-on-one, I'm not hurting anybody. Other ways of doing it would be in like free-for-all or other maps where you play with other people, and then, you basically disenfranchise them playing. So I'm really, really, really pissed off that they did that. To the point where I might not be playing Modern Warfare 2 anymore just because it's going to take me forever. And granted, it's not that big of a deal, and people are like, well, you just have to deal with it. But, I mean, to me, that was 50% of the fun. That was the fun of it. It's just kind of finding a loophole in the system. And I wasn't hurting anybody. Nobody was hurting anybody. So it's just weird that they would take it out, even after I just paid $15 for new maps, and I'm supporting them. They take away a playlist that I was enjoying. Granted, I wasn't using it for its intended purpose, but I see no reason why for them to take it away when I just paid them more money for their product. So I'm very pissed off at that element. And who knows, I might stop playing Modern Warfare 2 for a while just until I get over it, in which case I really don't care. Moving on here, talking about other stuff here. I just finished watching the anime series 2 Armor Majuo no Index. I just call it Index. Which is a nice little anime series, I think, from 2008. It's a nice little series. I mean, basically, magic users, science users, esper users. It doesn't really have an ending. It's basically, I think, the first 6 volumes of some type of manga or novelization. But I really enjoyed it. It was a nice little series to kind of bang through. This is, of course, one of the other series that I watched at that Tampa Bay Anime Club meeting I went to a while back. And actually, there's a spin-off of this series with the railgun chick that you saw just there. In which case, I'm now watching that, of course, because I don't know if it's prequel or sequel to this. I think it's a prequel. But I kind of like its universe. I like its vibe. I like its stylization. I want to know more about this city and what goes on in it. So I'm continually watching the next one, which I'm just going to call Railgun, which a lot of people do. But I really enjoyed watching the series and kind of recommend it to other people too. Moving on here. A while back, there was this video released for Yakuza 4, which of course I'm still playing through Yakuza 3, which I'll need to get through. But this kind of just shows the nuances of Yakuza 4. I guess that's the new main character, not Kazuma anymore. But there's this little point where I guess you can go on dates, which of course they cut out the date system in Yakuza 3. But this one has dates where you can take them to some hot springs and play some ping pong, which I just think is awesome. I really like the idea of these small little Japanese nuances. And I really am going to be very, very perturbed if they take out these nice little funny, quirky, cliche Japanese moments out of Yakuza 4 like they did for Yakuza 3. I love the ping pong here. I mean, that's like a nice little mini game, But hopefully they won't take this stuff out in, Yakuza 4. I mean, a lot of people were pissed off they did it for 3. And honestly, if they take out the fun, little, quirky stuff like this out of Yakuza 4, I'm not going to buy it. If they strip anything out of it, compared to like they did for Yakuza 3, I'm not going to support it anymore. I'm going to be very severely disappointed, which seems to be just a going trend for me in video games nowadays. Moving on here. Speaking of games, I got the GameFly here. Bring that up. Let's see. I did play Dead or Alive Paradise. I played it for an hour, understood what it was about, and it's kind of a slim down of the other versions of the Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball, in which case I didn't really enjoy it that much. A lot of load screens, a lot of long load times. The visuals, which is what kind of that series is known for, isn't there because it's on the PSP. It's not to say it's not bad for the PSP, it's just not that good. And the controls, of course, are on the PSP, so it's not that good either. I did get Reticence of Fate today, and I debated on playing it back and forth. The reason I had rented it for the PS3 was because I was hoping to find a New Game Plus save from on the PS3 off the network there. That way I can just kind of play through the game, just enjoy it and kind of don't have to worry about grinding or leveling or all that crap. But unfortunately, there isn't any PS3 saves for it. So I'm debating on starting it and kind of plowing through the 50, 60 hours of it, or, waiting for a save to come out, in which case, I could be waiting for a long time, one might not ever surface, or I could play the game 20 hours and then the New Game Plus save comes out. So I really don't know what to do. I mean, it really comes down to how much vested time I want to do in games. And I just kind of want to play through games. I don't want to have to sit through them and do all the stupid stuff if it's not really that fun or intuitive. So, I mean, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to play it on the 360, in which case I'm probably just going to hold on to Resistance of Fate until basically Splinter Cell comes out, which I hate to say I wasn't going to put in my queue, but I want to play some type of new game, so I'm going to put that in there. That'll come out next week, hopefully. So maybe I'll play Resistance of Fate. I don't know. I'm really just in a very wish-washy kind of mode just recently. I haven't been in that great of a mode. Still can't find a job, getting severely kind of not depressed, just discouraged. My sleep cycle, once again, as I mentioned before, is just completely out of whack. Taking naps here or there whenever I'm tired just to have time go by. Moving on to game FAQs, they have a poll today. Which of the 3 current systems do you now own? Of course, now I just have a 360 and PS3, which it doesn't look like the majority of people have. A lot of people have all of them, which I used to do. It looks like the Wii is kind of bundled with a lot of the systems, and of course the PS3 is kind of not the greatest of the standalones. Interesting, but none of them, of course, also ranks up there more than just my bracket, which is kind of funny. Moving on, the other previous polls of the day is which video game publisher do you like the least or hate the most right now? In which, for me, of course, it's Activision Blizzard, just because of what they've done with the Modern Warfare 2 maps. And granted, it's not always them. I guess the playlist changing was, of course, Infinity Ward. But I'm severely kind of just pissed off overall. Of course, EA, I would also say because of just some things. Of course, Square Enix, just because of what they've been bastardizing everything. Moving on to the next poll. Got an iPhone, iPad Touch, or iPod Touch, or iPad. Unfortunately, no, I don't have any of those, but I do own an old first-gen PlayStation Shuffle. iPod Shuffle, which I do kind of enjoy because it's also a flash stick. That's why I got it, because it was an MP3 player and flash stick. So that kind of puts me into the third bracket there of nobody own another Apple product. But other than that, that's really all I got. Not much going on. Just kind of discouraged all around with video gaming and the like. So hopefully maybe I'll use this time to get to writing some reviews because I got a lot of games backlogged. But other than that, I'd like to thank you guys all for watching, and I'll catch you next time.